are y'all tonight? Piggy, Melinda, how are y'all? I decided to go ahead and get on a couple minutes early because why not? I was sitting here anyway, so I might as well just go live. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I forget that I have to turn top chat to live chat. There we go. Awesome. What do you have going on this week? I can't believe it's already Tuesday. That's crazy. Oh, there's something walking over here. Hold on. Come here. Up. There you go. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Hi. You gonna tell everybody hi? She's not normally allowed over here, so she's very excited. Good girl. This is Junebug. She's huge now. Hey, 12 Stones. Hi, Lori. Back to good off-grid. Hello, how are you? Hello, Rachel from Rachel. You spell your name right. That's the right way to spell it. Everybody sticks the extra A's. Y'all see this? She's laying on me. Oh, my goodness. Here. Look how big her feet are. They're huge. That's a good girl. She's a little too big to fit over here. But she's a good dog. Aloha, Rachel and June from Pennsylvania. Hello, Chrome 13. How are you, Bernard? Okay. You are too big to hold. I've just got her arms in my arms, and her tail's wagging, and she's licking me half to death. Hey. Oh, she's done. Go. Go. Better to fetch sticks. Yes, her paws are huge. They're the size of my palm. They're absolutely massive. Oh, thanks. Yeah, she's very cute. I have dog slobber all over my glasses now, so I can't see very well. But she's not really allowed in the office, and so she doesn't really ever get to come over here, but she heard me talking, and she wanted to come tell y'all hi. Yeah, she's big. She's probably maybe 65 pounds right now, but hey, quit eating. She's trying to dig in the trash. Go lay down. Good girl. She's still pretty scrawny because she's still a baby. She's only a year and 3 months old, so she's got a lot of filling out to do. Hi, Sam. Melinda, she does. Her head is huge. It's really, her nose is really long, and she's very long and thin right now. But when she fills out, the vet estimated she's going to be 70. I think she's going to be probably closer to 75, 80 pounds when she's full grown. They grow for 2 to 3 years, so she's got a lot of growing to do. She just turned a year in April. April 12th was her birthday, so she's got probably 2 more years of growing, which I'm excited. I like the big German Shepherds, but she's huge already. I hope y'all are staying nice and cool. It is way too hot to be outside. I don't know what it is right now, but I heard it was 105. I don't know if that's true. It feels like 300 degrees. But yeah. Junebug has been inside a lot with us because it's just too hot outside, and she likes to lay on the tile floor and cool down. And I don't blame her. It's too hot. Piggy, no worries. 2 lives at once is a lot. Who else is live? Yeah, I don't know how hot it is here, but I want to say Dallas was 105. Let's see. I don't know if I can do it without it killing my internet. Let's see. Okay. Weather. It's saying it's 96 here. I'm pretty sure it was hotter than that earlier. Yeah, it says 96, but I mean, it's 6 o'clock, so a lot of the heat has died down. And we usually have a pretty good breeze here, which helps a lot. 12 Stones, yeah, it's only 105 here. Yeah, that's too hot. Oh, okay, Piggy. I don't think I've seen their stuff. Back To good off-grid, no, we bit toasty here in Southeast Arizona because the pump in our evaporator went out and we need to order a new pump. Ah, I'm so sorry. That's the worst time to lose a swamp cooler or an AC. Ugh, I hope y'all don't get heat stroke. 103 at the moment. Nope, that's too hot. Melinda says it was 105 here. Yeah, I think North Texas is probably 5-6 degrees hotter than it was here. That's crazy. We went to my in-laws and they're in the Dallas area. I think we went, was it Sunday night? I don't remember. We were outside and I got heat exhaustion, so I've been hiding in the AC for the last I think this is the third day I've been hiding inside. I finally get to go outside for more than like 10 minutes at a time without just being absolutely drained. So that's nice. I feel kind of human again. They do trivia from the fishing community that we have been involved with, as well as this community. Lots of great folks. Cool. We're chilling in front of big fans with ice water and Mr. Bottles. Works. You know, you might look into a Vornado fan. We got one. It's like just a normal little desk fan, but that thing puts out air so efficiently. So our house is... I had a pile of soap behind me just fall. I don't know if y'all heard that. We have, it's like 385 square feet before walls and stuff. And so like usable square feet, maybe 350 with like floor space and stuff. It's very small. And we have like directly to my left, but down 24 feet is our AC unit. And the way we set it up, it just kind of blows down the main part and toward my office. And so to get the air to the bedroom and the bathroom, we have that Vornado fan. It works really, really well. It's like a $70 fan, but it's worth it. Funny thing is, I'm from the tropical islands, but can't take the heat. That's crazy. Where are you from? The heat's only good if you can be in the water. So 12 stones, that's true. You can stock up on Pedialyte, but I didn't know this. You can actually be allergic to Pedialyte. I'm allergic to Pedialyte. My aunt had bought Pedialyte popsicles, and I was eating them at her house. It was super hot. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get some of this stuff to drink for me because it was supposed to help migraines. It made me so sick and dizzy. I almost passed out. So I had to quit drinking Pedialyte, but I like the Liquid IV. I actually have Liquid IV in here. Piggies, something went bang. Yeah, I had a stack. I don't know if y'all can see. I have a stack of soap. And I bumped. So right here is a deep freezer. And I use it as a shipping table. That's all the shipping stuff behind me. And I bumped it and it knocked over that pile of soap. Yeah, back to good. You'll definitely have to get a Vornado. They're really cool. It works really, really well. Even if you have AC, it just helps move it around. And it'll get this whole place breezy very fast. A lot of the times we don't even use it on high. No, it's just me. I'm a klutz and I hit the deep freeze and it shook. Plus we're on a pier and beam, so if I jump around on the floor, the whole house shakes. Hi, Grady. Federated States of Micronesia? I've never heard of that, actually. That's really cool, though. Melinda, my heart specialist, told me to drink water and switch off Gatorade. Yes, Gatorade. I didn't find Gatorade really helped me very much. I don't sweat a whole lot, and so I get hot really easy because I can't cool down. And I found when I drink Liquid IV every day, I actually can sweat. And for the first time in my life, I'm not even kidding you, like a half inch to an inch of my hair was sopping wet working outside last summer. I was like, this is so gross. And James goes, welcome to being a human. But I've never sweat that much where my hair was wet ever. And the Liquid IV really helps me a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's a accurate name, the Vornado. It puts out a lot of air. Oh my goodness. Rachel, you have to tell Grady who I am in the messenger or something. I don't think he knows me. Okay, I'll let him know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I heard you were going to do lives, Piggy, pretty soon. Have you done one yet, or are you just about to? Is that still in the plans? Guam is in Micronesia. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's really cool. I didn't really realize that it was like a federation. Micronesia makes sense. I'd never heard it called that. Back to good. My dad, when he worked in the oil field, they gave him salt tablets to take in the summertime. I've tried some sea salt. I didn't notice a whole lot of a difference, but I guess I'm low on some mineral, and it's in Liquid IV because it helps me sweat. Melinda. I don't sweat. I get like that sticky sweaty where you get more warm than if you weren't sweating at all. You go from hot to kind of sticky sweaty, and then you just cook more, but you don't actually sweat enough to cool down. That's where I get to. Grady, okay. Grady's got it figured out. Cool. Redmond salt. Is that a brand of Himalayan sea salt? I've tried the Himalayan sea salt, the pink stuff. I don't know. I think it's just like the cheap stuff off Amazon or Walmart. I think I got it from Walmart. I need to try the Redmond. I need to try the salt tablets my dad got. Grady says, when I played baseball in high school, they gave us salt tablets. It's not Himalayan. Oh, okay. It's from the salt mines in the U.S. I might have to try that. I'm going to write that down. Y'all said Redmond? Let's see here. Have to make a note on my package that came in. I finally got some new waterproof labels so I can make more lotions. And so they just came in today. And Byron, no, Rachel, that salt is for colds. Well, I mean, it's salt. It shouldn't hurt you, human or goat. Doug and Stacy have a code to get it cheaper. Okay, cool. Redmond, Utah. I think I've heard of that. How is the read going? Grady, I've gotten to go through that book just a little bit. Actually, it's in the living room, bedroom area, but Grady sent me the best book ever. I think it's the Back to Basics off-grid homesteading book. And I've been wanting it for a long time, and he sent it to me, so thank you, sir. I'm very excited. I've browsed through it, but I haven't gotten to sit down and read it. Let's see. 12 Stones, the mini split. I don't have a mini split. We want to put in a mini split, but we don't have one right now. We just have, we have a big AC unit that way, and then it just wasn't getting cold enough in the house last summer, especially since it's half insulated. So this wall behind me is the bathroom, and we have a little tiny AC unit in there. And so between the two, it helps. James says, awesome book. Yeah, he looked through it too. He was really excited about it. So thank you, Grady. Oh, yeah. I think I've heard of them. They're Redmond's bentonite clay because I think a lot of soapers buy it. I want to say that's where I heard the name from. Grady, it does. 12 Stones, they're just window units. One's a big one. It fits in, I guess it's 2.5 feet wide because it fits in a 3-foot window. And then we have one of the little, I don't know, like 1.5 tiny ones. Redmond makes salt licks with garlic and minerals for animals. I mean, I like garlic and I like salt, so. Yeah, bentonite clay, it helps pull out heavy metals and stuff in your body. It's really good. I've made it in the shaving soaps I've made. I've used bentonite clay. It kind of gives it a little bit of a slip with the soap, so it helps your razor slide really smooth. Yeah, and it helps detox too. Let's see. I hope y'all can hear me. I feel like I'm whispering. I feel like I usually yell at y'all, but I'm just kind of whispering today. It's been a long, pretty stressful day. But my husband is amazing, and he got my phone working again, and so I can use my own internet, which is so nice. So thanks to James, if he's still in here. I don't know if he is. Okay, yay. I'm glad y'all can hear me. Thank you. And speaking of my awesome husband, he actually bought us a new water pump. So, sorry, I was reading Grady's comment. So we have running water again. We do have to get a pressure tank because the pumps are frying from clicking on an awful lot. So we're saving up and going to get a nice big pressure tank, which will help tremendously. So that's the next step. And then we're going to have to actually build a pump house. We haven't done it yet, but we got to build a pump house because the pressure tanks are very susceptible to cold weather and cracking and freezing and then cracking. So we're going to have to build a little pump house, which won't be bad. And I think that's it as far as the water situation. But my husband is amazing, and he goes and does all that out in the heat and just works himself to death so that I can have running water and be in the AC while he fixes it. So he's the best. Let's see. Okay, Grady said still waiting on my beard oil. I know, I was talking, so I don't know if I should spill the beans, but I'm going to anyway. I don't see Maddie in here, so if y'all don't rat me out, then we'll be good. But Backwoods Mindset and I have been talking about doing a collab beard oil for probably a year and a half at least. And so we're going to do a beard oil. I was talking with them about it lately. And so I'm planning to get those done within the next couple of weeks if I have the ingredients. Cold beer. Hey, John, how's it going? Long time no see. Hi, Butch. Yeah, James is the man. He's the best. Butch Brown, how about them LSU Tigers? I don't know. I'm an Aggie, but I don't even keep up with any kind of sports. I'm not a big football fan. I'd buy a beard oil. John, I'll let you know. I think Natasha's on my email list, so when I launch them, I will send her an email and let you know. Or I could text you. I think I still have your number. Let's see. I actually, it's funny because cold beer is awesome. And John bought some cold beer ranch soaps, and I actually had one. There was some that were left over, and I just had it on my desk like yesterday, and now I'm not going to be able to find it. But I stamped them with his logo with the bottle cap, and it's made with, I think we did Shiner beer, and they lather so smooth, and I made a bunch, and I had a couple extra, so I've saved them for me. I tried to give them to James, but he thought they were too cool to use, so they've just been sitting on my desk. Yeah, Grady's hats are awesome. I don't have mine in here, but James wears them every day. Yeah, Shiner. That's what I thought. You had to go with a Texas beer, and we can't use Bud Light. At least not anymore. CBR has a great new vid, finally. I'm so behind. I always say this. I'm so behind on everybody's videos. I need to actually sit down and do videos. Like, watch people's videos. I've been really into Audible lately. And right now I'm listening to the collection of Sherlock Holmes books, and I think it's 64 hours long, and I think I'm down to 35 hours, and I started it like maybe a week and a half ago. Come here. You coming back to say hi? Come here. Up. Hey. Pay attention. Up. There you go. That's a good girl. She came back to say hi. She's a good girl. And when she's happy, she slicks her ears back like that, and she looks like she has no ears. Good girl. Yeah, Piggy, I don't know when I have time. Did y'all lose me? Beard oil for the guys with sensitive skin. Melinda, that's the plan. Thank you, Lori. I love her. She's a mess. Thank you, Grady. She's very sweet. I'm really glad that she stayed all black, or mostly black. I really like the dark German Shepherd, so I love how dark she stayed. But I'm glad she's not completely black because I feel like she'd really overheat. But Piggy, I have 3 businesses now. I have Brazos Valley Soaps. I have Junebug Mercantile, named after June. And I do like insect specimens and artwork and things like that on there on my Etsy. And then I've had a tutoring business for going on 11 years now. I've tutored university classes since I was 16. And so, okay, go. Go lay down. Thank you. So I'm doing a lot. And then I got a new job working for somebody in town. So I've been doing that the last month. So I have been very, very busy. But I'm excited. Dobby. Yeah, she really does look like Dobby. I wish she'd listen a little bit better. She's trying to. I did some dishes, and we don't have a garbage disposal, so I dump everything in the trash. And I dumped some hamburger meat, and she was eating it out of the trash. Hey, go. Good girl. She's only really allowed to come in and go into the bathroom right under the AC and lay down. And so she knows pretty well where she's supposed to be, but sometimes she gets a little mischievous. Oh, man. But yeah, I am really excited. I know I kind of left y'all hanging with the video the other day with the water pump situation. And it was just like the icing on the cake that day that the water pump broke. And I've been meaning to stock up on some soaps. Well, I had to clean all the dishes so I can and wash all my molds because a lot of them have been packed away. And I was like, sweet, this weekend, I'm going to wash all the molds and get everything ready and knock out soap this week. And then we didn't have like actual running water for 3 days. So that kind of threw off my plans of soaping. So now I'm trying to catch up on the dishes so I can soap, but I'm hoping to crank out some here soon. Mischievous like her mom. Yes, 12 stones. My mom also says that she's vocal like her mom because she will yap and talk and she sasses you. You tell her to do something she doesn't want to do and it's she's a mess. Our shepherd has a problem with getting in the trash too. I don't know. She's normally pretty good, but I think she's bored. She's cooped up. It's so hot. She doesn't want to be outside. And I don't blame her. I need to go get her a bone and just let her be in here and have something to do. I think she's bored. And she's still young, so she's got a lot of energy. So she gets into trouble if you leave her too long. Hey, go. Back up. She looks at me like I wasn't doing anything. Go lay down. Good girl. We'll see how long that lasts. Yeah, so one time we were in the car and June would not sit down. I looked at her, I go, park your butt. And she sat. And so one time, and after that, she knows park your butt. So anytime she's not listening, we yell, park your butt. And she does. She'll sit every time. It cracks us up. But she does good in general. She'll howl with us. If we go, oh, then she'll start howling. And it's so funny. And she goes, oh. I would do it for y'all on here, but it's going to be loud and it takes her a while to get going. But she's a mess. She's very smart. She's too smart for her own good. Yeah, bones work wonders when they're bored. Sam, I got her a Kong and I got her the big, big, tall one. And I make it full of peanut butter and bananas and apples and carrots and all the stuff she likes, even her treats. She won't touch it. Sometimes she gets into it a little bit, but she has not been interested. She's not food driven at all. And so she likes to chew on things, but she doesn't like the Kongs. I got her, they're called lick mats, and you put peanut butter and yogurt and different things in them and they lick them out. And she kind of does that sometimes. She's just not very food motivated. So I need to see if a bone, she used to love bones. I don't know if she will anymore. She's gone through a weird phase. Just took our dog out and sprayed him with the hose and brought him back in the front porch fan, so he's happy. Got him his own pool, but he's scared of it. Back to good. What kind of dog do you have? June does not like to swim, but she likes to wade in the water. So if she's swimming or wading and it hits like above her chest and she goes down, she'll freak out and she'll turn around, but she loves the water in general. She does not like getting sprayed though. 12 stones. Did I run out of my body soap? I did not. So let's see. They're all that way. This one is black amber and lavender, which is my favorite. But these, this one's really good. I have 2 of these left. I have 5 of the raspberry lemonade, which I thought would sell the fastest. I have 3 ocean breeze. And let me think here. I have 3 I have a couple patchouli left, and I'm trying to remember what the other one was. I think that was it. I still have a handful of the body washes. But yeah, I made new body washes since for summer, and they've been selling really well. And you can see I have a ton. I think there's 70 bottles sitting on my shelf here. So if you need body wash, go to brazosvalleysoaps.com because I have a bajillion bottles. You know, Grady, I showed her, I didn't know if she'd be interested in deer antlers, and I showed her mine from my first buck, and I cut them off because I didn't want to deal with like cutting through the skull and all that. I couldn't do it. And so I just cut the antlers off, and I was going to make a coat rack with them. And I had a good friend of mine. She has the Birch Tree Home, and she does custom cutting boards and stuff from her family's ranch in Central Texas. They'll mill their own trees and everything, cure them, and then they make cutting boards. And she made me this really pretty backer board for the antlers to make a coat rack. And I haven't actually put them together, but June wanted to eat my antlers. I said, these are not for you, but I need to order her some. I want to actually train her to do shed hunting, but I'm not sure. Sam, small hard treats, natural peanut butter. My lab is really picky too, but all the natural smokers is the only one he will touch. See, she really likes Jif peanut butter. And a friend of mine owns Pretty Girl Dog Bakery, and she makes treats, and they're the only treats June likes. But she's on maternity leave, and so I'm out of treats. Which, I mean, I don't blame her. She's about to have a baby, and so she's getting prepared. But she's not making treats right now, and so I've been out. And I went to the farmer's market, and I got freeze-dried goose trachea, liver, lung, and I think some of it was some rabbit too, and she really liked those, but it was a little pack and it was kind of expensive. So I think I'm going to get some more freeze-dried stuff. She likes those a lot. Back to Off-Grid. He was a pit bull rescue mix, all black with a little patch of white. Aww. I bet he's cute. What's his name? Mrs. Colbeer. Hey, Natasha. How are you? Been using your shower sinus soothers, and they're amazing. Allergies are kicking my butt the last couple weeks. Oh, I'm glad they're helping. I hope you feel better. I don't know if it's as dry and sandy where you are or just dusty in general, but it's been bad. Even my rabbits have allergies right now. It's so dusty and dry. Back to good. Oh, his toes are white too. Butch, I know you've done this a million times, but asking again, what body wash smells are good for the guys? No problem. Okay, so I'm not going to get up because I'm lazy, but I'll grab a couple. I have a ton, and I'm feeling lazy. It's been a long day. So I have I don't know if y'all can read it. This one's sandalwood. This one's just, I don't know. It's sandalwood. If y'all know what sandalwood smells like. It smells the closest to like a cedar, but a little bit more earthy than a cedar. Very, very good. This one's a really popular guy scent. If you're a patchouli fan, you like the earthy smell. Patchouli is also a good one. People love or hate patchouli. I love patchouli. Most people that I've come across love patchouli. I think there's some people that have bad memories of it from the 60s, but most people I've come across love patchouli. Then river moss. I wish the lighting was better. It's this really pretty green. It like almost an emerald green. This one smells like Irish Spring soap. So if you like Irish Spring, this is what I'd recommend. My grandfather only used Irish Spring, and so I was trying to convert him to handmade soap. And I bought a fragrance that was really close to Irish Spring, and he loves it. So that's Irish Spring. Then I have tobacco and bay leaf. That one's really. It doesn't smell like tobacco. It's almost like a musky, clean cologne kind of scent, kind of like a barbershop. It smells really good. That's probably my men's bestseller is the tobacco and bay leaf. Linus, he was the runt and was picked on. Oh, well, I'm glad he's doing better. I love Linus. That makes me think of Charlie Brown. Let's see. Hi, Sherman's Family Farm. I didn't see you sneak in here. Oh, I crocheted him a blankie when we got him. He still carries it around. That's so cute. Good night, Grady. Enjoy your dinner. James and I are going to go eat after this. I'm pretty excited. And then if you like, so this one, if you like more of the, if you like a little bit of floral butch, this one is black amber and lavender, and it smells, it's not floral, like in a really feminine floral. It's got, I don't know. James, are you still in here? What do you think this one smells like? I think he originally said it smelled like a dessert, which I don't necessarily agree with, but it smells. It's a mix between like a really musky, earthy, semi-sweet cologne, and then it's got a hint of floral at the end. This one's my new favorite. I really think it could go for both men and women. There's a lot of men that really like lavender, but this isn't straight lavender. It's got some other earthier tones to it. It's my new favorite. I'm gonna actually have my dad try it because he loves lavender soap. He actually orders custom. His favorite soaps are round soaps, and so he always orders custom soap, which I can do custom orders. Any color, any scent, but he likes the round soap. So I always make my dad round soaps, and he always orders peppermint, and then he orders a batch of lavender too. Food, no food. Don't eat it. 12 stones, don't eat the soap. Don't drink the soap. Don't eat the soap. If you have beer soap, it won't make you drunk. Contrary to cold beer's claims, it will not make you drunk. Melinda, that's the one. Tobacco and bay leaf I got for all the guys in my family. They loved it. Yeah, it's not tobacco-y. It's I wish I had a bar by me. Oh, I do. Okay, hold on. So this is the bar of it. And it's, Melinda, how would you describe it? It's really tough to describe a smell, especially when I've been around it for 7 years. It's hard to be like, yeah, that's how it smells. It smells like a clean shaven guy, like a guy that just got out of the shower, really clean and fresh. A lot of women like the tobacco and bay leaf too. James says sweet for sure, but not like the cake. For the black amber and lavender. Yeah, it's good. Like Melinda, I love the tobacco and bay leaf the best, but it's a good one. It really is. It's just, a lot of people are like, oh, it doesn't smell like tobacco. And that's what the fragrance is called. And when I was first making soap, I wasn't very creative with the name. So I was like, oh, I'll just name it whatever the fragrance is called. And so I stuck with that name. I feel like clean shaven or it's not super earthy. It's musky. It's got a little bit of maybe some mint to it. It's not like a spearmint. It's just kind of like a little bit of spice mint to it, and it's good. 12 stones. People were mentioning going to eat dinner, which is also known as food. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I thought you were saying eat soap. Don't eat soap. Butch Brown, it kind of stays with you for a while after you get out of the shower. Yes, but it's not like a super heavy scent. I know. So I'm friends with a lot of other soap makers, and we'll trade soap on well, I say all. There's 1,000 million of them, but a lot of soapers will become friends, and then we do soap swaps. So I'll send some to a friend, they'll send some of theirs to me. And all the soap I've tried has been fantastic, but certain people like their soap a lot more strongly scented. I'm very sensitive skin. I have sensitive sense of smell, and I don't like really strong smells. They tend to give me migraines. And so my soap is, you'll smell it on your skin, but it's not like in your face kind of thing. Just like coffee, vanilla soap, can't really smell the coffee. Yeah. You know, that one is the scrub. I'm trying to think. I guess I'm out of the scrub. I need to make some more of that. The vanilla coffee sugar scrub makes me want to eat it. It's the one thing I have to tell myself, this is not food. This is not food. It's so good. But yeah, what I was going to tell y'all about while we're talking about soap, I actually set them aside. So I need to send the email on my email list, but I'm going to be making some more sugar scrubs probably tomorrow and getting them listed on my site. I have a lot available now, but I'm going to add like the vanilla coffee one. But I was going to show you all the sugar scrubs. This one is spearmint and eucalyptus. Very fresh, very clean. If you want a spa scent, this is your go-to. The cool part about sugar scrubs, I forget that people don't know what they are. I didn't know what they were until I started making them. But it's an exfoliant and it's a cleanser. So I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but it's got some texture to it. It's basically a whipped soap with sugar. So you scoop a little bit out with dry hands. You'll wet, your arm, your legs, whatever you're scrubbing. James really likes to scrub down his back with it, especially after working out in the yard. His arm and his back, he'll scrub all the dirt off, and it'll lather up, kind of like a shaving cream. And then it'll take all the dirt and the dead skin cells off, so it'll leave your skin really soft and smooth. And you don't have to use a body wash because it's a cleanser and an exfoliant. And there's a lot of sugar scrubs. Some are more oily, some are they're not oily, but it's not whipped soap. This one is a foaming one, so as you use it, it's actually will lather too. And so I love it to shave with because it'll lather up really, really, really well. The sugar will dissolve as you use it. And then you'll just use your razor like normal because it kind of makes a shaving cream. And if you shave your legs, it'll give you the smoothest shave ever. And then if you're feeling extra, you scrub down again and it removes extra skin and hair, and it's really good for your skin. Exfoliation is really important because it helps bring blood flow to your skin, which helps it keep looking younger and healthy, and just make sure there's good circulation to your skin. And it removes it removes dead skin cells and dirt, and that's important so that your skin can slough off all that dirt and not get swollen pores and infected pores like acne and things. If you guys want a good soap for removing grease, get her machine shop. Gojo and Lava can't get the grease stains out of my hands. Her machine shop can every time, takes very little. Piggy's Piddles, thank you. Let's see. I'm going to have to move, I think, and knock everything over. It's very hard working in a very small space without knocking stuff over. So this is the machine shop Piggy was talking about. So this is actually the same whipped soap that I use in my scrubs is in this, except for this is completely concentrated whipped soap versus this is kind of diluted sugar. This, I wish y'all could smell this. It smells like the Gojo orange soap. It's so good. And as you can see, it's really, really thick and creamy. And it has pumice in it. So as you scoop it out with dry hands. And as you do it in your hands, it kind of melts a little bit. And I recommend taking off grease that way and then adding a little bit more water to it. And then it'll melt grease. I actually have a friend, her husband is a mechanic. And she drove on some kind of road that they just repaved with the tar, and it was on her tire so thick that it was actually unbalancing her tires, like making her car wobble, and he had to take a belt sander and sand off the tar off of her tires. Obviously not too much, so he didn't take the tread off. Of course, he was scraping that and sanding it, and so it was flinging all over him. Well, she bought him some machine shop, and it melted the tar right off of him. I haven't tried it on tar, but that's what she told me, which is crazy. I actually have a auto shop in North Texas, and they bought a bunch of machine shop for their mechanics in the auto shop, which was pretty special. And I actually made it when James was replacing the starter on my car, and we were in our apartment, and he was in the parking lot in grease. He was replacing the starter from under the car because it was a little bit easier to do. It was still really hard. It took him several days, but it was easier than taking the intake manifold and stuff off. And so he was covered on the back because he was laying on the ground, and then he had all this crap dripping on his face. And he's like, man, I don't know how I'm going to get this stuff off. I don't have any Gojo. And I took the whipped soap I use in this, and I took orange essential oil and pumice, and I just dumped it together. And I said, try this. He goes, wow, you're going to sell this, right? I hadn't planned on it, but I guess I can. He's like, you have to sell it. So I said, I don't even know the recipe. I just dumped stuff, mixed it, and gave it to him. And so I had to play with the recipe. And of course, I wrote the recipe down now, but that one sells really well. I only have 2 jars left of it right now. Chore soap is fantastic too. You washes dishes with it. Yeah, I have not. I've been using Dawn, because I ran out of chore soap for myself, and I need to make more because I miss it, and it works way better than Dawn. So I need to make some more chore soap. But yeah, my husband is a very hard worker, and he takes very good care of me. And so he was in our parking lot of our apartment working on that car, and it was a mess. I have a Honda CRV, so the engine bay is really tiny, and it's very difficult to work in. Like, replacing one of the headlights is a nightmare. And so for him to do the starter like that with, barely any tools was really impressive. And way cheaper than sending it to the shop. Yeah, Piggy, I know. I'm trying to ration mine too. I found a bar of chore soap in some of my stock from my events. I think I have it listed on the website. But let me tell y'all about the rest of these scrubs. So this one is my favorite. This one's Blue Agave. Again, you can kind of see the texture. This one smells like a tropical candle that's also fresh, if that makes sense. James bought me a candle from World Market in this scent, and I said, I need a fragrance that matches this, and I need it in everything. And I love it. And then I have Enchanted, which is the same scent as Victoria's Secret's Love Spell. So it's very... Piggy, you're fine. Don't apologize. I need to talk about Machine Shop. I haven't talked about it in a long time. And it's technically a scrub, so it's all good. And then that one's also Enchanted. Then Rose Quartz. This one is very similar to the Blue Agave, but with more floral. So it's still very fresh, still very clean. A hint of fruit and a hint of floral. I'm not a big floral fan, and I actually really like Rose Quartz. And then Luscious Lavender. This is just straight lavender essential oil. I think pretty much everybody knows what lavender smells like. It's still really good. It's very calming. And then this one is Lemongrass Eucalyptus, which has been a fan favorite and everything. I actually am sold out of the body wash right now. I need to order more eucalyptus oil. But I do have a Lemongrass Eucalyptus scrub. So you can grab those at BrazosValleySoaps.com. And this is the last one. So if you want one of those, I would order ASAP. But I don't know, I probably have 20, 30 scrubs right now. I am making more. I don't know if I'm going to make them tomorrow or Thursday, just because I'm still working on getting, I haven't really made a lot of products since we moved, just because I'm still getting my office organized and stuff. So, I'm finally getting to unpack some things and actually make stuff. But because, I use silicone molds for my soaps, and they've been packed away. So you gotta wash them and make sure they're really clean. And, they've been packed in boxes. They were clean when I packed them, but things get kind of dusty in storage. Blue Agave, US made. Yes, it is US made. I make everything you see. All of my soaps are this way. These are my fragrance oils and stuff. And then up there is lye. And I'm pretty sure I'm on a federal watch list because you can dissolve bodies with lye. And I buy it by 120 pounds a piece. So I'm pretty sure I'm on a federal watch list, but I make soap with it. It's all there. Piggy's Piddle, yeah, for sure. Would it be effective to add Epsom salt into a bar soap for a scrub? 12 Stones, I have done that. I found it doesn't really scrub a whole lot. It makes the bar have a really thick lather. But what I like to put into a bar for scrub is shredded loofah, which actually, hold on. So grapefruit loofah and lemongrass loofah. I don't know if y'all can see, but do y'all see those little, they look like fibers. There's a better piece right there. It's shredded loofah gourd. And so as you use it, it gets scrubbier. This is probably my favorite exfoliant ever on a soap because it's really gentle, but really, really scrubbing and cleansing, but it doesn't hurt. Then something else I like to put in, so this is actually my exfoliate soap. I need to rewrap it. I burned a hole in the wrapper. But one side is coffee grounds, so it's a coarser scrub. And then the other side is pumice. So depending on what kind of scrub level you want, you flip the bar. So if you want a rougher scrub, like for the bottom of your feet, I'd use the coffee. If you want a more gentle scrub, like on your face or your hands, if they're not super dirty, I would use the pumice side. So you got dual options there. I need to make more of these. I think I have 2 left on the website. I really like these a lot. I'm mad when they don't sell because I use them. Sam, sugar does work better than salt that I've seen. I like salt scrubs. My problem is I get a little heavy-handed and I'll scrub really hard, and then you scratch the surface of your skin, and the salt stings. So I like sugar because I can't wound myself with it. Melinda, made in America. I know, I need like a big flag. Even better, it's made in Texas. Back to good. Yes, I do have activated charcoal in some products. So black gold, this is one that I designed as an experiment for my acne prone skin. You can see the results here. Like, I can't claim it'll treat, prevent, cure, or diagnose anything, but I made this as a test for my skin after 5 years of antibiotics. This one has activated charcoal in it. I love the activated charcoal. This one also has crushed grape seed, which is a little bit of it's kind of like crushed walnut. You see that in a lot of drugstore scrubs and soaps. It's very small exfoliant. Really, really like this bar with the scrub and the charcoal. Then I have, I'm out of patchouli. It's one of the things I've had people begging me to make, but my patchouli bars, I might have one. Let's see. I have some that I need to relabel. Because when I transport them to events, they're waterproof packaging, but the label's paper and it smears, and then I have to relabel them. But I thought I had some in the drawer, but I don't. The patchouli also has crushed grapeseed and activated charcoal. James says the rough side of the exfoliate bar is 400 grit. Yeah, it's pretty scrubby. Yeah, Sam, I have really, really, really thick skin. I don't know if y'all can see, like, I have really thick skin. But I still have problems with the salt scratching my skin. I've not had it in an issue with the salt in the bars, though. The Enchanted, it's a sea salt bar. I also have, I think I'm out of it. I need to make more. Blue Agave salt bar has salt in it too, just sea salt, and I have not had a problem using this directly on my skin because I actually dissolve the salt in the lye solution. So you don't actually have grits in the bar, but you have the benefits of the salt in the bar. So I really like that too. Which I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm trying to get better with talking about my business during lives. I feel like it's boring because I live it every day. To just get on here and talk about soap, but I forget that y'all can't smell them in person. And y'all, like, I didn't know what a lot of this was before I started making soap. Like, I didn't know about sugar scrubs. And so I forget, like, it's not a common thing. I've just been around it so much that it seems common, but I know it's not. And so when I'm at an event, I love talking to people. And so when I go and set up at like a farmer's market or whatever, I get to talk with people and they can ask questions. But I forget on YouTube, y'all can ask questions, but unless I volunteer the information or somebody's curious enough to ask, there's not just information out there floating around about it. So I've been trying to get better at explaining what things do and how they work and how I make them, because I also, when I make stuff, I see the flaws in it. Like, I can tell when a label's on crooked, or I can tell when a label's slightly blurred because my printer didn't work well, or anything like that. Like, I don't know if y'all can tell. This label is slightly off. And so to me, I'm like, oh yeah, of course it's handmade. The label's crooked. But at events, people are like, so where do you buy your soap from? I'm like, I make it, and they're shocked. And so I started putting a sign out on my table that says handmade, small business kind of thing. And they're like, you make this? You make this? And I feel like it's obvious, but I know I'm my own worst critic, and so I see the things like a small label, but people look at this and they're like, "Oh, it's a logo, it's printed clearly." I have my mom made me these really pretty displays, and so people think it's like a big thing, and I see the flaws in it, but they think it's like a big nationwide thing, which I kind of am nationwide since I ship all over, but it's not like it's just me. Like I do it all myself. And I forget that people can't see that. And so I've been trying to do a better job of advertising, hey, I do this. This is me. Um, I really do. It sounds so silly, but I really do pour my heart and soul into this business. I've been doing it. Actually, I'm really excited about it. July 7th is my 7-year anniversary in business, which is crazy to me. I got one of those, I think it's a 40-inch number balloon. It's huge. It's gold because it's my golden birthday for my business. And I'm going to take some photos and I'm going to do some really fun special things for the birthday celebration. So keep y'all's eyes peeled for that. But yeah, I appreciate the encouragement, Butch, because I'm really working on that. It's hard to know what you don't know, and it's hard to gauge how you come across, and it's hard to gauge what people want to know about. And so something that's really common or everyday for me, not everybody makes soap, so I do, but a lot of people just don't get it because they haven't done it. So I kind of rambled a bit there. So the fragrances, where I buy my fragrances from, they have scent descriptions, which those don't really help me. I can't be like, oh yeah, high notes of this and low notes of this and subtle notes of that and hints of this. And it doesn't make much sense to me, but I do try to take the scent description of that fragrance and put it in my website. So under each product, you can kind of get an idea of what the scent smells like. I mostly do that for the bar soaps because the body washes, it's a drop down menu. So you choose from like one of 20 different scents. So what I would do if you're trying to figure out what's River Moss smell like, go to the River Moss bar page and then I'll have the scent description there. Versus if I did 20 scent descriptions under body wash, it'd be like the info section would be like this long. Melinda, crooked labels make it look unique. Yeah, they drive me crazy, but they're called like label wizards or something, and it's basically this wooden trough, and you put the product in like this, and it's got a high part that you stick the label to, and then it goes like this, and the label's sticking out like that, and then you just line it up, and then you just smush the sticker down, and it's supposed to line it up perfectly every time, but they're like $160. I was like, it's not worth that. It's not worth that. My throat got dry. Maybe she would talk with Tom at Tom and Rhonda and see about this Tommy Topper thing. He's great. Piggy for what? Oh, Melinda. I guess that was in response to Melinda. It's definitely not boring, learning a lot, which next one I want to try. Well, that's good. I'm glad I'm not boring you. I'm sure y'all can tell I'm excited. I really do pour my heart and soul into this. And for those of you that were probably around last year, I really struggled. I did not struggle. Is it still buffering? It looks good on my end. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I really struggled in 2022, not when we were commuting 2.5 hours and living in a tent and building our property, going home for 2 days at a time to shower in a real shower and make soap and then turn around and come back out here to build. I didn't struggle mentally with that. You would think I would. But after we got here, I just really struggled mentally with my business because we didn't have the house done enough where I could soap. And so it's hard because like you need money to build, but I can't make money without selling soap. And so I was stuck in this weird loop where I didn't feel like I could do anything. And so last year I was really struggling with that. And I didn't want to give up on my business. When I started it, I was praying about it. I'm like, okay, I see myself doing this for the rest of my life. I very seriously went into this, like, this is the thing I'm going to do. Whether I do it full time, whether when we have a family, it's part time, I'm going to do this. And there are days where I'm like, screw this, I'm done, I hate this. But that's just the natural roller coaster life cycle of a small business. And so this year, going into 2023, I said, I am really going to work on my mental game. I'm really going to work on pursuing avenues that work. So, like, I really love being on YouTube and talking to y'all. It's so fun that we can interact. I wish I could talk to y'all and hear your voices, but I love being able to read the comments versus like posting on Instagram and you don't know if people are seeing it or watching or whatever. And so I've been researching more of that, what I like to do, how I reach my audience and that sort of thing. And that's really helped. And then y'all are the best. Like, the YouTube community is incredible and it's my favorite group of people. So thank y'all for just being so supportive and being on here with me because it really makes my day. And like I said, y'all can probably tell I'm excited just talking with y'all. And I pour my heart into it. And so I had a train of thought there with the 7 years in business thing. But yeah, I've been really working on it this year and I've really kind of come back stronger, I think. There's definitely days where I'm like, I'm still done with this, but I'm really excited to kind of be back in the game a little bit. We still have a lot to do on the house, but I can soap. Soap bars, I don't know if y'all know this, but soap bars take anywhere from a month to 6 months. So I make them, it's a liquid at the time. I pour it into a mold. It hardens. It sits in the mold for 24 hours. I unmold it. I slice it into bars, and then they go up on actually some of these that I have on this side over here. And they cure for anywhere from, I usually cure them for 5 weeks to 6 months, depending on the soap. And so it's tough. You have to have somewhere to set stuff up to just be. And it's a lot of waiting and it's a lot of upfront investment of buying the ingredients and making it and then just watching your money sit there. And so that's hard, especially when you're building a house. It's like, okay, do I want running water or do I want soap? And so we're kind of past that point of, okay, we need X, Y, and Z, and I can spend the time making soap. And so I'm really excited about it. I'm really looking forward to bringing a lot more to y'all. I'm going to make shampoo bars finally here in the next week or two. I'm hoping to get them done this week. So I'll be posting about that too. Not having crooked labels are not worth that much. Lori, I know it's ridiculously expensive. Shows it's a home-owned business. Great thing. That's true, Piggy. We love that you're here talking to us. Thank you, Sherman's Family Farm. You can celebrate 7 years on 7/7 with a lucky new scent. Back to good. I have some more scents that I haven't ever used. So that's a great idea. Lori, we appreciate your lives to visit with you, and your soaps, lotions, and other products are the best. Thank you. It's a lot of hard work. We appreciate you. You're gonna make me cry. I really needed the encouragement today. Today didn't turn out like I was expecting with some things, and I really felt unappreciated in a couple of different areas. And so y'all are really making my day. So thank you for that. So 12 Stones shampoo bars are like, it's a little puck and they are just a solid shampoo. So instead of buying a bottle and then having to throw the bottle away, they're more eco-friendly because you just pack it in paper or a little metal tin, and then you wet your hair like normal, rub the bar in your hair and rinse it. And it's shampoo. It's just in a puck. So it's easier to travel with because you don't have liquids on a plane, that sort of thing. People, they don't have sulfates in them. So a lot of people are trying to get away from sulfates because they're not super, super healthy and they can damage your hair. And so shampoo bars don't have that. And so that's a big advantage of them too. Sherman's Family Farm, you're so kind. Thank you. I know, Lori, I've been trying to make shampoo bars for 2 years, and I think I've told y'all this before, but I bought all the stuff, and originally we were going to do a shed to house, and the price jumped up like $15,000 in a week, and it got too high for what we wanted to do. We're like, that's ridiculous. We'll build it ourselves because we're crazy. And so we went from going to order a shed to house to deciding to build it ourselves while sick, like so sick we couldn't get out of bed. And James is like, we should build it ourselves. I'm like, we're half dead. Why are you bringing this up? It was not the fever talking. He was serious, and we ended up building it ourselves. But so between that and then a couple weeks after my grandfather passed away, and I think 2 weeks after he passed away, we started building. And so I've had all the shampoo bar stuff, but I have not had the time and the energy to actually invest into a new product, because it's pretty scary to make a new product because, you know, you don't have the rhythm down yet. You don't know the process. And so you have, and shampoo bars and lotions, they're expensive to make. And so if you do it wrong, if you mess up anything, you have to throw it all out. So it's very scary to be risking that much money and make a new product. So it had not been in my wheelhouse to do. And so I'm excited to finally have some energy to do that. Yeah, bar shampoo is a better way to describe it. Shampoo bar sounds weirder. It's funny, you flip the two words and it makes more sense. 12 stones. Some days are like that, turn out differently than we expect, and it's out of our control. The only thing we can control is our response. You're doing great. Thank you. I was almost in tears earlier today, and I was like, I really want to go live, but I don't know if I can do it without breaking down. And I have the best husband ever who helps calm me down. And my dad checked in on me, and my dad's awesome. And he's like, if you want to talk, I'm here. So I'm feeling better. Of course, this ginormous dog who is licking, I don't know if y'all can see her. Come here. Come. She's been licking my arm. She's very sweet, and she's very snuggly, and she's very good therapy. And you can see she wraps her neck around my arm, and she gives me hugs, and she's a good girl. And that helps a lot. We played fetch for a while, and just moving around and petting her helped my mood. Back to good. Ooh. Okay. You're very big. You're very big. Hey, I don't know why she licks my ears. Okay, off. That's enough. She's so happy to see me that she goes a little crazy. She's a little big for it. Good girl. Yes, she loves attention. I don't train her with treats. I train her with pets, and she responds really well to pets. And I save money on treats, and it works really well. Good girl. Back to good. My hair used to be down to my waist, but it's not so easy to wash with a 3-gallon military shower, so I put it in a ponytail and chopped it off. Girl, I am with you. Mine's really, really long, and I remember when we first were building out here, I did water bottle showers, and I took a shower, washed my hair with 2 water bottles, 2 6-ounce water bottles, and I'm pretty sure I still have shampoo in my hair from that. I've been thinking about cutting mine off, especially in the summer. It's too hot. The most positive I've heard you talking. Happy for you guys. Thank you, Butch. I appreciate it. It's difficult not to smile when seeing Dream. I know. And every time I let her out, she sleeps in a kennel at night because she's still young and she's not fixed. And I do not want oops puppies. And so every time we let her out in the morning, she's just wiggling, so happy to see you. And, you know, it doesn't matter if you've had a bad day. She'll come over and she just is your best person in the world when she sees you. And that's pretty uplifting. Even if you have a broke down, it would have been okay. That's what we're all here for, to support you and join your YouTube journey here on YouTube. Thank you. Yeah, I prefer not to cry on YouTube, but I mean, if it happens, it happens. Does June lick you after putting my lotion on? My grandson's dog licks lotion off my arm every time she gets a chance. You know, I don't let June lick me very much. She's sitting right beside me. Y'all can't see her, but she's just she's sitting on my foot. I don't let her lick me. She gets away with it sometimes when I can't block my face, but she doesn't really do that. My mom's golden retriever will lick her lotion off. Yes, it's hard to manage getting it nice and clean with limited water, and so much cooler is, yeah. And I'm sure when you got your hair cut, you're like lightheaded. It's so different. Last time I cut my hair to my shoulders was 4 years ago, and it's a huge difference. Gosh, I didn't realize it was 7 already. Well, it looks like Ridge Life is live right now, so I will let y'all go. Go check out him. I forget he goes live on Tuesdays at 7. But yeah. 12 stones, you get lightheaded. You don't think there's much weight to your hair, but when you chop it off, you feel lightheaded. You feel unbalanced because the weight's gone. I don't like it when dogs lick because he eats doo-doo. Why? I don't know why dogs do that either. She doesn't eat dog poop or anything, but she is an outdoor dog, so I don't really like her licking me at all. Backroad Freedom is going live also. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all for joining me and being the best ever and encouraging me, and I really appreciate it. And I'm glad I didn't bore you with soap talks. I'm going to do lives more often. I think I'm going to try to do one every week. So I will see y'all next Tuesday. Bye.